Hey, here's a quick tip that I'm excited about, and I know you're going to love this one, especially that it's not a text quick tip. We've been doing quite a few of those, but I think that you're going to like this one, especially if you are a person who does two-pager layouts. Those are the layouts where some people have their photos on one page and their journaling on another page, and they're supposed to match maybe inside of a printed hardbound book, or sometimes they even make them so they split right down the middle of a photo, or a text right down the middle and put them on two pages. This is also a great tip for the event scrappers. Let's say you're scrapbooking a Christmas event or a birthday event, and you've got 6 layouts to complete that, and you want to kind of keep them all together. This is your tip for that. And now I bet you I've got your curiosity piqued. What in the world am I talking about? We're talking about pages, and we're talking about .pse files, not D, PSE as in elephant. And so I have just a random page here. I just put a tree on it with the Photoshop elements shapes, just so we have something to look at. And I'm going to go to the Edit drop-down menu and choose Add a Blank Page. It's also Control-Alt-G. And when I do, I get this pop-up. Now you can make it go away, but I left it here because I wanted to read it to you. It says, adding a page requires that you save this as a Photoshop creation project, .pse. So project files is what we're creating today. And this will also create a project folder which includes all the .psd files that we're familiar with for each page, and the .pse project files. So we're going to look at that and in the folder, and it'll make a little bit more sense later. But I'm going to click OK, and my tree disappears. I have a new page. It's the same size page as I had before, so I can make them so they all go together in the same book. But let's go ahead and put another shape out here. I'm just gonna, I don't know, what do we need? We need a dog to go under our tree, and our dog is going to be brown. So now we have a dog. Okay. But where did our tree file go? Well, the only way you can really find these in Photoshop Elements is to click on the project bin, and you will see here an arrow. You see our tree, so we have a dog up here and a tree down here, and there's this little arrow, and you click on it. Now I had trouble a little earlier clicking on it. You got to click on it just right, and now you see our 2 files. So I can open up the tree, or I can go work on the dog file. Now let's go ahead and save this, and it goes to my pictures here. I'm going to create a new file called sample just to put these in, and I'm going to call this a sample. Of course, you would name it whatever is appropriate for your project. Christmas 2012. But you'll notice this is a photo project format, and so this is a Photoshop file called a photo project format, or a .pse, and I'm going to click OK. Now let's go look at it. Here it is. Here's that folder, my sample folder, and in it I have my .pse file, and I have a folder with 2 pages. So this number 1 is my tree that I made first, and the number 2 is my dog. And so this is great because it automatically names them, keeps them in order, and puts them all in a folder together. Now in the future, if I want to open them up, I can open them up individually if I want to, Or I just click on this PSE file and it opens it up and looks just like this. So that's a great way to keep all of those dual pages together, or your events. Now let's take a little bit deeper look at this. I can go up here and we use this add a blank page. Now we're going to do an add a page using current layout, which is Alt Shift Control G. If you end up using this quick tip a lot, you might want to have the shortcuts. What this does is it creates a new page exactly like my current page, and so I'm going to click OK, and you're going to see down here we now have 2 dog pages. Yay! And let's go ahead. What does the dog need? The dog needs, I don't know what the poor dog needs. I think the dog needs what does a dog need? Cheese. He likes cheese. So we're going to change it to a orangish color here. And I'm going to give the dog some cheese. Yum yum. It's not very orange, but that'll work. Okay, you see down here, if you can see this very closely, you can see we're working on this one. It's got blue around it with the dog and the cheese. Now instead of going up here to do one of these, I can actually right click on this and find the same 2 things here. So I'm going to add a page using the current layout, and now I have another page with a dog and cheese. Aha! So if we go back in here into our folder and look, whoops, we haven't saved it. Hold on, let's save it. Save. Now we're going to go back in and we have 4 PSD files. So what you can do if you are kind of quick thinking is to create a base layout that for maybe a book that you would want all of the base of it to be the same, and maybe you're just changing up the pictures a little bit, and then all you have to do is create another page just like the one you had, and it's sort of like using a template. Pretty darn cool. Now let's take a little look here. I didn't really want both of these dog cheese pages. I maybe made a mistake. I can right click and choose delete current page, and I'm going to hit save, and now I have 3 again. It renames them for me. And if I want, I wonder, let's reorder them. There we go. Whoops, come on. I want to put the tree in the middle. Is it going to let me? There we go. So now I have the tree in the middle. So I can rearrange my pages so they're like a book, and when I hit save, it will go and resave them automatically in the order. Isn't this cool? I bet you guys didn't know this. I don't know how many people in the digital scrapbooking world use this, but I've known about it for a while. I don't really utilize it. I should, probably. Really, seriously, I should. So let's see, we're going to close this out, and let's see what happens if we open up just one of these. We have just that one opened, but if we go back and we click on the PSE, we have all of them open again. Cool. So exciting. Now I do want to caution you, I don't know, I haven't played with it a lot, but what would this do for our RAM memory? If you get too many pages in there, it might cause problems, so you might want to be wary of that, because if you have too many things open at one time, it does bog down the computer, the program, and things might start freezing. And so if you have that problem, you might want to divide them up in to 2 sets or something to that effect. Anyway, um, our dog is having cheese under the tree. Ah. All right. Have fun. I hope you like this one. I really do. I hope you like it.